They say peace is merely the quiet before the storm. In Guantaland, the storm was brewing in the very vaults designed to safeguard its future. A gold-rich nation, built on trust and stability. But what happens when the very foundations of that trust begin to crumble from within? Meet Bawumia, an unassuming figure in the vast machinery of Guantaland's central bank. Not a man of grand speeches or bold gestures, but of numbers, precision, and an unwavering belief in order. His days were a rhythmic dance of audits, reconciliations, and the silent vigil over the nation's precious gold reserves. He was good at his job. Perhaps too good. It began subtly, a fraction of a percentage point. A discrepancy so small, most would dismiss it as an accounting error, a clerical oversight. During a routine quarterly audit of the nation's gold bullion, Bawumia's meticulous eye caught it. A weight, a serial number, a vault entry that didn't quite align. He double-checked, triple-checked. His fingers flew across the keyboard, his pen scratched across paper. His initial thought was simple human error. Such things happened even in the most secure institutions. But Bawumia wasn't one to leave a stone unturned. Not when it concerned Guantaland's wealth. Not when it concerned its gold. That tiny, almost invisible crack in the data was just enough to snag his attention, a loose thread in an otherwise perfectly woven fabric. It was a whisper. The first whisper of a truth too terrifying to comprehend. The whisper grew louder. What started as a single anomaly soon blossomed into a web of inconsistencies. Bawumia delved deeper, moving beyond the quarterly reports, accessing historical data, cross-referencing vault logs with transport manifests, international trade documents, and internal transfer requests. He found more. Not just a misplaced decimal, but strange patterns. Unsigned delivery receipts, serial numbers that appeared in two different locations simultaneously, then vanished from one. As he peeled back layer after layer, a chilling realization began to set in. This wasn't an error. This was deliberate. Too intricate, too widespread, too perfectly imperfect to be anything but a carefully orchestrated deception. He noticed the subtle shifts around him. A crucial file gone missing from an archive request. A computer system slowing to a crawl precisely when he tried to access sensitive vault data. Colleagues, usually open and jovial, suddenly seemed evasive, their eyes darting away when he mentioned specific audit points. Bawumia trusted no one. The internal monologue in his mind was a cacophony of dread. Could this be happening? In Guantaland? In his central bank? The very pillars of the nation's economy, its stability, were being systematically hollowed out. And the scale, the sheer audacity of it, hinted at powers far beyond a lone rogue accountant. Every late night, every hidden discovery intensified his unease, hardening his resolve. He knew, with a certainty that chilled him to the bone, that he had stumbled upon something monstrous. Then it happened. A series of coded ledger entries, cleverly disguised within a mundane foreign exchange report. Bawumia's persistence, his deep understanding of the bank's internal systems, allowed him to see past the camouflage. He cross-referenced the codes with a rarely used, almost obsolete internal numbering system for high-value transfers. And there it was. Not a discrepancy, but a clear, undeniable record of unauthorized gold movements. Massive, frequent, and linked not to any legitimate state activity but to ghost entities and shell corporations. This was concrete. This was proof. He needed to pull the associated documentation, the proof that could expose everything. But just as his fingers hovered over the final command to access the vault's high-security archives, his access revoked. Just like that. The system, once his ally, now locked him out, silent and impenetrable. A cold dread washed over him. They knew. Someone knew he was digging. The silence in the office suddenly felt deafening, oppressive. He was no longer just an employee auditing numbers. He was a target. And the real game had just begun.